Okay. Someone forced my hand here. So I saw a video from a YouTuber who does some Linux stuff and things like that. And he came along and is praising kind of Windows, even though he's pointing out the huge downfall in just installing it and stuff like that. It would be better for games. Yes and no. So he said when he runs War Thunder that you would have this left over and you could see it. So I installed War Thunder, the Linux version, and if I close War Thunder I have nothing left over. I had trouble with World of Tanks, the most toxic, rigged game from money grabbers and incompetence, where this was an issue, but you can just kill it. Would I use Windows 10 and give up all my privacy, security, dignity, and spend all my money on a, in my opinion, fully corrupted system? Rather not. So if Linux games would be worst, if the graphic is not 100%, if something, I'd rather take that. I'd rather bring my money to people who port their games to Linux than putting my money into the hands of already spy bloatware, which has no respect for your privacy, and I cannot support this. How can anyone support this? I mean, honestly, this is just because we get blindfolded or blinded so often. I mean, TV is manipulating people and trying to tell them wrong is right, and isn't that all great? No, it's not. Lying, spying, abusing people is not great, and those kind of people and companies should be drawn to court and go to prison for their crimes. Yeah? If you run a stop sign and you don't pay, you go where they belong. You know. So where's justice? As I said, justice is blindfolded. But Windows is not an alternative. Windows can never be an alternative. That would be like you would run Firefox for Mozilla. You know, having somebody dropping code into your browser, counterfeiting or changing your search results, putting advertisement in your way, and using as a guinea pig without your consent. That is like you have a malware spyware system which can run games and takes the liberty to take data off your computer after their liking and do with it whatever they want. You don't even own that software anymore. How can anyone in the world with a clear mind, in my opinion, absolutely clear mind, agree to anything of that? And how the heck can you advertise this? I mean, I think if you're a YouTuber and you... I mean, we do that all. I thought we do that all. To help people with their tiny little problems, to help people understand, and to help people to protect themselves the easy way. And without milk the cow, without taking all their money out. Well, privacy is here the big word, right? Privacy, dignity, all these things are so important, and you cannot give that up for a game. I mean, you know what? Here you have a $10. Let me have a quick look in your house. Open all. I'll just have a quick look. Oh look, I put sugar in your coffee. How about that? And then you take that chip so that I can see and GPS follow what you're doing. By no means. Of course, I like sugar in my coffee. If I have to drink, if I keep my dignity, my privacy, I don't care about the sugar. There are things which are more important. And yeah, so I think this is not just upsetting me. This is sending a full wrong message to the people. And this has nothing to do, go to your safe space, Dirk, I knew it. No, this is the absolutely wrong message. This is like, I mean, what the heck happened there? Did Microsoft sponsor his channel now, or what's going on there? do run some things better on Windows? Yeah, because until now Windows had the monopoly. And they did that very smart. They kicked much better. If you follow the history of Microsoft, there were much better systems out than MS-DOS. There were much better systems out than Windows 3.1. There was much better systems out all the time. But they didn't make it. Not because they weren't better. Because there were elbow fights and stuff in the background. And in my opinion, if you take over other people's code, that's not inventing things. And they did a bad job transporting that into their systems. And we all know what they have used it for. So, no, how can I say this? The end does not justify the means under no circumstances. Wrong is wrong. Job done. This is it. And you cannot support this. So I try to send the right message here now. If you want to play games, do it on Linux. If you pay for a game, do it on Linux. Because if you support games getting ported to Linux, you put the money in the better direction. Because Linux is still protecting your privacy. It's still for free. It doesn't cost you a fortune. So if you want to spend money, spend it on Linux games. So I will buy something on Linux soon, most likely on Steam, just to support that. I mean, yeah, I get a game out of it. And I don't care if I have 10 frames more in Windows because I would not run Windows. No, it's the wrong message. You cannot give your dignity, privacy, and everything away. For what? For a few frames? I mean, what the heck? What? For frames? I mean, I know that people get killed for $10, which I never understood. And now you give your privacy away for what? For 10 frames? Or, look, that metal is more shiny than on your Windows graphic card. Yeah, what the heck? I want to play the game. Not just to see something. If I play on low graphics, it's still better than playing on high graphics and getting spied at and profiled and stuff like that. So no, you cannot have Windows on your system if you have some dignity left and if you want to have your privacy protected. So, man, how can you do a video like that? I mean, Bill Gates can make a video like this. I mean, he will have an orgasm or something like that. Just to see and hear that, he will be so happy. What's the wrong message? It is wrong. It cannot be. You cannot give up your dignity and privacy for a few frames or for look on this plane, the metal looks more shiny than on Linux. So what the heck? Who cares about that? So, man, yeah, wrong message. Absolutely wrong message. Put your money into Linux games to support companies who port their stuff into Linux. And graphic cards, I think that you have the power. They want your money. And if they don't support your Linux system, with like Nvidia or AMD or whatsoever, then just don't buy that graphic card. Buy a different one. Buy stuff from people or companies who support you, who support a free and secure operating system. And not this thing here. What the heck? I mean, sometimes I think I wake up in the wrong movie here and then I'm waiting for the movie to end, but it doesn't. And then you get stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had to make that video because wrong message. Totally misunderstood everything there is to understand. This is not a nice little distro. It's not bad at all. And yeah, let's wrap it up and never unpack it again. Throw it away. Do not use it. Honestly, it's a huge mistake. You can't have it because it's not good for you. It's poisonous. So this is it. I have to cut that video off here. I have no idea what to call that video actually. I will see. I have to think of something. Okay, this was just a short video. I have an important test tomorrow morning at 9:45. Then I have to go home, eat, and go to work till in the evening. I think it's late evening. I will see. And then I will make another video most likely. Oh, I wonder what I get for this video. Yeah, I unsubscribed. How dare? Or maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. I hope you like my little critic here, because it has to be said. I had to say this. Not the naughty stuff, but the other stuff. The general truth had to be out. Wrong message. Cannot be. You cannot run a system like this and for a few frames or shiny metal you give up your dignity and privacy, or what the heck? Man. No. Run Linux, support Linux, buy Linux stuff, support those who support the stuff into Linux, and it becomes a better system. There's more than just you in today, you know. Yes, oh yeah, I would like to have. Yeah, who cares? There's mankind, right? So what you can't have today, maybe prepare the way for your generation, the next generation. Help them to get onto Linux instead of this here. Don't get spied at. Protect your privacy. Dang. Okay. This is it now. I have to cut that video off before I get in more trouble. Okay, guys. Oh, and das Gregor. Yeah, I watched your video just today. I finished it, so I wrote a little bit on your video. Of course, you can do VirtualBox installation until we get to a point where you can install a screen recorder, and then you go to your hardware, put that on there, and then you can continue, which would be great. And if you would show us the little obstacles, you know, you want to install VLC in a normal Gentoo install, and then you will say, oh, this you need that and that use flag. So then the people like you use auto unmask. Right, and then it does something, but not enough, because they are blocked use flags. Yeah, what the heck blocks use flags? So all these little obstacles which brand new users would encounter, that is what we need to know in order to make that work better. I mean, I'm the lucky one. I in Calculate Linux have everything sorted very easily. I don't know how they did it, but it just works flawlessly. So I can have what I want, and it's really well looked after. But it would be very interesting to see how the ordinary Gentoo user is using it. Okay, but I have to have an early night, guys. I have to do a test tomorrow, and I have to pass it. Very important. Very, very, very important. So I'm making big progress. I should be soon up and running as driving instructor. I mean, after the classroom teaching and stuff like that. But we will see. And then I have a little bit more time, I hope, again for videos, and will be better. Because I still have a few ideas what I want to do and show and stuff like that. Of course, I always want to show problem-solving videos, because they make me most happy. If I hear that somebody says, hey, it helped, that makes me happy. That is pretty good. And lots of stuff, what I did lately, it's more from the community in this channel. So it's that social network which got created through this channel that other people can benefit. And that is great. So we don't have to install Windows, and we don't have to get spied at, and we don't have to support somebody who spies on us and pumps us full with things we don't want and does things to us behind our back without us knowing and without our agreement. That cannot be. You mean, honestly, if you would tell this my grandfather, he would slap you. He would say, are you insane? Yeah, if you would let something like that happen knowingly. Unknowingly you get abused, that's something else, but knowingly, that's not possible, guys. Come on, wake up. This is your life. You're somebody. It doesn't matter what you do as work. You're still a human being, and you still have your rights, and nobody can take that away. This is it. So, I cut this video off. Power to the people. Okay, have a good night, guys. Or good day, wherever you are. Like das Gregor says, right? Okay, I'll cut that video off. Bye-bye, guys.